first two ayahs and then we'll go
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah. So inshallah ta'ala we'll continue Surah Qiyamah. The last time I mentioned about there will be certain faces that will be bright on the day of judgment, and one of the blessings for the mu'mineen is that they will see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hereafter. He mentioned these two ayahs, and the next two ayahs inshallah ta'ala we'll be reciting is, on one hand you have people's faces whose faces are bright, on the other hand in the hereafter whose faces will be dark. Inshallah ta'ala, these two ayahs and we'll go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وجوه يومئذ باسرة تظن أن يفعل بها فاقرة.
So وجوه يومئذ باسرة, this was the part that I mentioned in another ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions يوم تبيض وجوه وتسود الوجوه, that on the day their people's faces will be bright, on the other hand the people's faces will be darkened. And the people of Jannah, inshallah wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will brighten their face, the ones who do righteous deeds. And on the other hand you have people's faces who will be darkened because of what they did in this life. And now the next ayah, the ayah that he recited, تَظُنُّ أَن يُفْعَلُ بِهَا فَاقِرَةً. Dhann is something generally in the Arabic language, sometimes they like to use it when you're not sure of something. But in this case, it is with yaqeen, the one whose faces is dark, he knows that destruction is upon him. And in the Mufassirin, when they generally comment, that they mention is al-halak, destruction. The other one is that the hellfire, the ones whose faces are dark in the hereafter, this shall be their abode. So on one hand, bright faces, on the other hand, you have the dark faces. Two things inshallah in the next two ayahs we'll recite, when the soul is about to depart the body. Very, very critical when it comes to when the body is, the soul, when the ruh is just about to leave. There are certain things here in the Quran mentions, and inshallah ta'ala we'll just recite two ayahs.
كلا إذا بلغت التراقي وقيل من راق.
So kalla is usually used as a negation. So there's two understandings of this ayah. It is, no, indeed there is going to be a qiyamah, and the other understanding is with yaqeen there is. Kalla idha balagat al-taraqi, when the ruh is about to exit, that it is close to the throat. So when it is close to the throat, what is said? وَقِيلَ مَنْ رَاقٍ. It is said, raqi, some of you may have heard of this word, the one who sometimes is reciting upon somebody. In terms of they're seeking shifa, when somebody is affected with sihr, or somebody is affected with some sort of sickness. So this, who is going to be the raqi? Is there a tabib? And the other understanding is there somebody who could put his soul back into this body? Is there somebody who could make, who's going to go up in the heavens and do any sort of shifa, any sort of shafa'ah for this person? Obviously this is not going to happen. So once when the body is about to leave, or the soul is about to leave the body, and another ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions, you are not supposed to say, Inni tubtul an. When the ruh is about to leave the body, there is no tawbah. You cannot say, indeed, I repent right now. So this is one of the things when tawbah is closed upon every single person. And obviously we're all going to go through this journey. When the ruh is just about to leave. And the other thing is that when tawbah will be closed is when the sun rises from the west and sets in the east.
وظن أنه الفراق والتفت الساق بالساق.
وظن أنه الفراق. Now, inshallah ta'ala, in this ayah, dhann again is used, the person who is going to pass away knows that he is about to depart this world. And here I just want to mention in one of the ayahs, وَإِذَا بَلَغَتِ الْحُلْقُمْ وَأَنْتُمْ حِينَئِذٍ تَنْظُرُونَ. When the soul is about to depart, obviously you could have family around this person and they are looking at this person who's about to depart. وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us we are closer to Him, obviously in knowledge, when it comes to the qudra, when it comes to the ability. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is closer to this person, minkum, وَلَكِنْ لَا تُبْصِرُونَ. And obviously the malakul maut that is going to be pulling the soul from this body, when it comes to the mu'mineen, they are given glad tidings. They're told, come to the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But for the ones who disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of the things they are asked, where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? But if this is bashara, we say, walhamdulillah, for the ones who are obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As of, for the one who is disobedient, he knows what is in front of him and what is ahead of him is only going to be destruction after destruction. So the one who is going to depart, at that instant he knows that he is leaving this world. And we'll just read 3 ayahs, and inshallah ta'ala we'll stop there.
إلى ربك يومئذ المساق.
I didn't mention وَالْتَفَّتِ السَّاقُ بِالسَّاقِ. So one of the things inshallah ta'ala is the legs, they're tied over each other. They're referring to the kafan that is tied up on the body. This is one interpretation. The other interpretation when they talk about is that one foot, he is in the last instances of this world and he is going to the next world, i.e. the hereafter is upon this person. The ayah that he recited, وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ يَوْمَئِذٍ الْمَسَاقِ, he is going to return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So obviously brothers, every single person, the last part I want to leave it for next week because it talks about Salah, it talks about the people who deny the day of judgment. So today if there is something that you could take away, keep in mind our actions will have an effect upon us in the hereafter. And the ones who are going to be looking at you, that day brothers, they will not see the malakul maut is there, but it is going to be giving you either glad tidings or it is going to be calling you to the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of them is going to happen. There is no halfway. One of them is happening. So we ask for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy at the time of death. And obviously the Prophet ﷺ tells us, مَنْ كَانَ آخِرْ كَلَامِهِ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ, whosever's last word is La ilaha illallah, دَخَلَ الْجَنَّةِ. And for this tawfiq to happen, we have to live and act as righteous people in this dunya to achieve this at the time of death, brothers. So inshallah ta'ala, let's prepare for that hour. Let's cleanse ourselves from the sin in the month of Ramadan. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all our deeds in the month of Ramadan and after Ramadan. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka. Jazakumullahu khairan.